why Greece must and should leave the euro. It's what I'd like to talk about now. The entire purpose of the euro was to create an environment in which Germany could export products to the rest of Europe, particularly to Southern Europe, without danger of devaluation of their currencies. The risk any country has when it piles up a large trade surplus with another country is that the other country will devalue its currency, which means that German exports from Germany to Greece, German exports from Germany to Greece, will be more expensive in Greece, and Greek imports from Greece to Germany will be less expensive in Germany. And that math dominates the whole euro calculation. Germany needs to run trade surpluses with Southern Europe, and yet Southern Europe is much poorer than Germany, and by rights should have a currency that's much weaker. But as long as you have a uniform currency, the trading partners can't change it. So the result is that Italy and Spain and Portugal and, of course, Greece are subsidizing Germany to a huge extent by buying into a currency that fits Germany's needs, but not Southern European needs. At the moment, Germany is running a 5 billion euro a year trade surplus with Greece. That's about a quarter of Greece's total trade deficit is with Germany. If Greece were to devalue the euro, leave the euro and devalue the drachma, it would completely eliminate that trade surplus, hurting the German economy, but mainly rescuing the Greek economy. Now, Greece is a small enough country, so the impact on Germany would not be huge. But if Greece leaves the euro and survives the experience, the pressure for Italy to leave and Spain and Portugal to leave will be enormous. And you're really risking the defection of all of Southern Europe from the Eurozone. Now, there are plenty of countries in Europe that are succeeding financially that do not use the euro. Britain, of course, never adopted it, but Poland never adopted it either, and Hungary never adopted it. Slovenia, a whole bunch of relatively small countries that are doing okay economically. So the argument for staying in the euro is much more related to national prestige and the political imperative of European unity. But in terms of the economy of Greece, it makes sense for them to leave. Another way to look at it is that there are two tools you can use to deal with your nation's economy when it's slipping into a recession. One tool is that you can lower interest rates. The other tool is you can run a deficit in your budget. Well, Greece was not able to change interest rates because it doesn't control its own interest rates because it's not its own currency. And therefore it began running larger and larger budget deficits as the only way of stimulating their economy. Then Europe came in and said, your deficits are too large, you might not be able to pay back your loans, and they began lending money to Greece hand over fist in return for an austerity policy in Greece. And the austerity policy has been horrific. Greece has lost a quarter of its gross domestic product. Unemployment is over 25%. Asking austerity to stimulate an economy is a little bit like bleeding to heal the patient back in the Middle Ages. It doesn't work, and it has the exact opposite effect. The policy has been so destructive that if Greece leaves the euro and becomes a role model of how to do it, it will destroy the euro for the Southern European countries who never should have joined it in the first place. Thanks for watching.